Hello, good morning. How are you? How was your Sunday? Did you watch some soccer games? It's you again. Remember me for like a week. What do you mean? Do you want me to remember you that I go live? How are you guys? How was your Sunday yesterday? Yeah, my wife came back from Uzbekistan, and yes, it's nice when family is back. So I'm very grateful. I have a nice day, and I go to the dentist with my daughter today. Retro, what job do you do now? So I had to work overtime. Hope your weekend was better than mine. I'm the one asked if how it's going on Moldova, and you explain your woman president does a better service. Better service, yes, it's true. But yes, I remember you. Please, guys, also subscribe only if you want. Medina Regunan, how are you? How was your week? What did you do during the weekend? Retro, you can relax a bit, sleep, eat well, recover. What do you think about that? Do you often do that? Sometimes we have to love ourselves. I'm good, thanks, says Medina Regunan. "13 people live, unbelievable. Please, guys, subscribe to Show Respect. Thank you very much. Introduce yourself, if it's safe for you, of course. Just jump in the comments. We have Retro, we have Medina Regunan, we have good people. I remember you said you were in Kyrgyzstan as being a foreign tourist. Yes, I'm still in Kyrgyzstan now, but on Saturday I will go to Romania. I came here because my wife works here, so I just support my wife for a while here. So, Retro, what are your thoughts on Mo Salah's situation with Liverpool? First of all, I believe Mo Salah could go to a different club, could go to Saudi Arabia, could choose more money, could choose better for him, and he chose Liverpool. He signed a new contract, and he chose the Liverpool fans. He didn't choose money, and I think he deserves to be respected. He deserves to be treated very well. And what's going on with him, it's not fair. And I think they will regret. And that is not a good example for the future players who wants to come to Liverpool. What do you think, Retro? Did you travel to Kyrgyzstan, Medina? Do you want to travel to Moldova maybe one day? Yes, but when you're 18 years old, you want to travel, no? You're a child now, but so you will not be a child always. Yeah, we are poor as kids. Every kid is poor, but believe me, you're going to study, you're going to make money, you're going to have a lot of money to travel around the world. Don't worry about that. Just keep going. I think everyone here on this live was poor as a child. But you have a good heart, and that is more important. Do you believe money is everything in this world? So, Medina, I'm poor to travel anywhere. Retro, Medina, do travel. I'm also from poor background, but do travel. And Adrian also comes from a poor background. And I always dreamed. I never stopped dreaming. Oh, Luke is back. Hello, Luke, how are you? So we support here. We just change our mentality. We don't say such word to our subconscious mind like we cannot travel, we are poor. Yes, we are, but I think we still can travel without money. We can still go in nature. We can still do so many beautiful things without money. So Retro, Luke is back, said hi. Retro, you learn to appreciate life when you travel. Once you see how fortunate you are as compared to others. Beautiful, Retro. Such wise words. Unbelievable. What good community here. You're amazing, guys. I'm proud of you. 7 people live. What a community. Medina, Retro. Only if I have enough cash, though. In the airport wouldn't allow me to travel as single since I'm a child. Maybe just next several decades. You can put money on the side now. And once you're 18 years old, I can give my example. I was starting to sell tulips when I was 89 years old, and during the summer I was picking cherries from the tree and nuts, and I was going to sell at the market. I was around 10 years old, and then I went to the capital and I found an entrepreneur who I bought jars, like glass jars, and I started to sell them. And by the time I was 18 years old, in the morning I went and I passed my driving license test. And in the afternoon I bought my car. I remember right now I paid $1,500 for a Nissan Micra White. So everything is possible, guys. Of course, I didn't travel when I was 10, 12, 14 until even 18. So Medina, and also your definition of travel is that you get deeper into your life, right? I was very money-minded person, always hustling. Then I lost everything in house fire, and I had to rebuild everything. One of my friends supported me who lives 1,800 kilometers away. Retro says, that is wow. That is wow. Retro, first of all, I'm sorry to hear that you lost your house in the fire. That is very tough. But at the same time, I'm glad you are alive and you can build a new house. My grandparents and my grandparents, they built a house. Then they were deported to Siberia by the Stalin regime, and they sequestrated the house. Basically, the state took the house. Then they were deported in Siberia, and they built their house. And then they wanted to come back in Moldova after 1960s. They came back to Moldova and they built the third house. So in one of their life, they lost and they made different houses, and they have to relocate because they couldn't come back in the same village that they were deported. So I like your optimism. I like how humble you are, and thank you for being here. I appreciate. Retro, yes, not only I survived, I was also unarmed, which means God saved me. And how can I waste the second chance God gave me, right? Yeah, totally. Totally. Yes. Second chance. What a beautiful set. Unbelievable. Beautiful retro. Good community here. So, Medina, I'm sorry to read this. Always know that your life isn't miserable. May God rise you up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. What a nice messages I see today here. Like we always retro, like we also always cry and complain about not having money, not having house. The most important is that, for instance, but how can you complain? There are kids in Palestine, Ukraine, Sudan being killed. Yes, totally agree, guys. Ukraine, it's on the border with my country, Moldova. Sometimes in Moldova we hear them bombs. The drones come also on our airspace. We received few 100,000 people from Ukraine. Even today we have 100,000 people live in Moldova, such a tiny country. It's a tragedy there, guys. That is the reason I build this community here. I want to gather such people, like amazing people, smart, intelligent, humble, simple, hardworking people. And the universe gives such people this channel. But the most important is that it's very hard to keep discipline and motivation, and when you're hungry, when you didn't sleep, that it feels more miserable, because the most important, you have to eat, you have to sleep, and slowly, small steps, go back to your discipline to achieve your goals. That's what I do. Oh, Zilk, hello. Our community is back. Zilk is back, retro. Zilk, you don't go to sleep? Just don't tell me you just woke up. So everybody says greetings to Zuk, guys. Zuk, you can read the comments, beautiful stories, sometimes painful, but they're just important to read them. Yes, discipline is the most important thing to have in order to become a successful person. Exactly. Like, for instance, you see, like this life that I'm doing, guys. I have a family, I have a job, I have a daughter, I have a time differences sometimes. I feel tired sometimes. I just, but still keep my discipline to come live and to meet people and to keep developing this channel, to give a chance to us to meet, to discuss, to show respect, to learn about respect, to learn about new culture, new traditions. So Medina, people that eliminates innocent children should be ashamed of themselves. Why even not give them freedom to get them go deeper in their life? Oh, very deep thoughts, Medina. People that eliminates innocent children should be ashamed of themselves. But unfortunately, they are not ashamed themselves. You, I just dream woke up. Everyone has dreams. But how can we support you, Zuk? You can rest and have a nice sleep. Should I close the live and you can go sleep? Would that help? Eight people live. For new people here, please subscribe to Show Respect only if you want, only if it's safe for you. I appreciate, this community appreciates that you are here. So guys, if you have a chance to travel in one country right now, what country would you choose and why? I go to use the bathroom, guys. I'm coming soon. Yes, I know about retro because my country also is Japan. I was listening, so Zuk, I was listening to World Cup 1998, Ricky Martin, The Song of Life, and reminiscing. Actually, Ricky Martin. I think this is our generation. Singer. I like when I drive, and some Ricky Martin brings such a good mood. Habiba. Hello. Hey, Nairobi. Yeah, nice moments, no? 1998. France won, I think, against Brazil 3-0 in Paris. I think Brazil had an amazing team. Like Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Cafu. What's your first retro? What's your first memory of football, and who was your favorite footballer then, and who is now? Yes, one of the best memory of football was the 1998 World Cup and 2002 World Cup. I think Brazil won, and my favorite player was Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo. I just had such an excitement to watch him with Real Madrid when they played against Manchester, if you remember. In Manchester, I think it was like 4-3 or 3-2. I don't remember exactly. So that moment, I love it. So I liked also Real Madrid. I'm the fan of Real Madrid when they won the 3 Champions League with Cristiano Ronaldo. So that also beautiful moment. And who is now? Who is now? I don't have the same level like Ronaldo, the Brazilian, and Ronaldo, the Portuguese. A little bit Mbappe, and I like even more than Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, I think. Ayush Ranch, I'm Foreign Minister of Russia. Okay, good to you. Yes, France won. Medina. There is mostly wars happening in the Middle East, and innocent doesn't deserve to be suffered for this. Mother Teresa's message about peace should what these people apply for themselves. Yes, I remember El Fenomeno. Ronaldo R9 scores 3 goals. Yes, I'm a Real Madrid supporter. Since I was a child, guys, I have a jersey even with Jude Bellingham, original one. One day I'll put on me. Yeah, since I remember, we had only 2 channels when I was a child, and I loved to watch Champions League at 10:30 in the evening. Yes, Real Madrid. Since Chelsea, beautiful team. You won actually in America against Paris Saint-Germain last year, right? I watched the game. It was very interesting game. So huge speed. I loved that game. Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain in the US last year. Club World Cup champions. Yeah, beautiful game. Thank you. You're handsome. Club World Cup champions. Chelsea. 10 people live. Please, guys, subscribe. 19 people live. What's going on with this YouTube today? Guys, 19 people live. Please, guys, subscribe to I Show Respect. Please meet this community here. Don't go yet. Only if you want. You can subscribe. You can introduce yourself. You can meet amazing human beings on this live I Show Respect. Young team. Chelsea has a young team, and they also won the Champions League when Roman Abramovich was the owner. So who do you think this year will win the Champions League? Who has a chance? I don't believe Real Madrid has a chance. I'm ran out of topics. Don't worry, you can join our topics. Do you think Chelsea can win or Chelsea? Interesting. Chelsea. I don't think Real Madrid. I think Bayern Munich has a chance this year. What do you think, guys? Bayern Munich? It's good. They have a good coach. Yeah, I think Chelsea, Bayern Munich. Also, I can put maybe Paris Saint-Germain again. So Retro, we're a bad team for league competition, but for Champions League we have great team. Interesting. So guys, how do you think we can go live here when is the World Cup? We have some suggestion. Maybe we can go live more people here. Can I send you the link and you can join live here? If you have some ideas that we can see our faces. I know one thing, no Spaniard team is going to win it, neither Madrid or Barcelona. Or Atletico. I might agree, even I'm the Real Madrid fan. I think yesterday Real Madrid lost against Celta Vigo 0-2 at home. So I think they have some moments they need to figure out. Make America great again. It's baby, it's baby, baby. It's baby. Can you please introduce yourself? Real Madrid needed to find a replacement for Modric, and unfortunately they need Enzo, which they will not have. Yes, they need a replacement not only for Modric but also for Kroos, Toni Kroos. I think that two players, Toni Kroos and Modric, they were the foundation of the middle. Seven people live. Please, guys, introduce yourself. Be respectful. Be nice. You can subscribe if you want. I thought Valverde was Kroos replacement. Yes, but not there yet. Yeah, he learned a lot from their experience from Kroos and Modric, but I don't think Valverde is the Toni Kroos level. With all respect to Valverde, I like him a lot, but I think he needs a little bit more work. Enzo Fernandez is a classic Real Madrid player, but we have signed him 10 years. Valverde is not good enough for Real Madrid, said Zuk. Yeah, I might agree with Zuk here, and I might agree with Retro here. Enzo Fernandez. So what do you think, Retro, about that player from Ukraine that I think he was caught The guy, I forgot him, that he's running very quickly. He plays for Chelsea, but now he took some pills, I think, and dopamine, or how it's called it. Mudryk, I really wanted him to succeed, says Retro. Mudryk, yes, I liked his speed, but sometimes he was lost in the game, to be honest. And now, what is his fate? Is he going to come back to Chelsea? Do you think he will play back, or? He is banned for 2 years due to doping. That is unfortunate. His Chelsea career is over. He will be sold to some Spanish or Italian club. Definitely, because for 2 years, if you don't play in Premier League, you cannot reach that level. But they paid a lot of money for him, $100 million. In those league, he can play great like Anthony. Yeah, Real Betis. Actually, they lost against Barcelona 3-5, I think. But Anthony is just a legend in Betis right now. He's scoring, he's loved by fans, by the team. Yeah, he could go to any clubs in the world. He chose to go to Real Betis. Yeah, it shows how reliable and loyal he is. Great man. In those league, he can play great like Anthony. So, what about tennis, guys? What do you think about tennis? What is your favorite player? I'm not from Italy, but I'm happy they will play in World Cup 2026. How do you know they will play in World Cup 2026? They didn't qualify yet. We don't know if they'll qualify yet. Or I'm wrong. Oh, Resnik is back. Hey, we've met before actually on your live. Yes, of course, I remember. Resnik, please, we have amazing people here, Zuk and Retro. Say hello to them. Nice people. We spoke about soccer, football, European. I don't follow tennis. I know Lender Pius. He lives in our town. Okay. Resnik, how are you? How was your week? What plans do you have for this week? How is the weather? So Resnik says hello, Zuk and Retro. Oh, very respectful. Amazing. Hello, Resnik. Hi, Resnik, says Zuk. Resnik, do you like European football or do you like tennis more? What do you like? Please, guys, subscribe for I show respect for this community. Only if you want, and if it's safe for you, you can say from which country you're from. What is your favorite food? What is your favorite drink? What is your favorite country? What is your favorite, I want you to say boyfriend or girlfriend, but here I don't know if it's proper to say that. I'm joking, it's a joke. Oh, you play chess. I love it. I like to play chess too. I play with my wife. She has a dream to beat me. She's trying and she's so eager. So Resnik says, my week was great, but my internals got preponed, which is college exams. Okay. Retro. I would love to play chess, but I'm dumb. Doesn't matter. You still can play, even you don't know how to do it. At least I appreciate you are honest. Zuk. I used to keep track of tennis back in the days. Players like Martina Hingis, Pete Sampras. Romania has some Nastasia. He had a very famous tennis player in the, I think, 80s, 90s, maybe 70s even. Nastasia. He was making a lot of show. You can see on YouTube. He was making show, not only playing. It will be fascinating. Just watch on YouTube with the Romanian, most famous Romanian tennis player, Nastasia. It's just fascinating, literally, at that time to do such a show in the game. You have almost 10, Retro says, you have almost 10k followers here, which means you are most famous Moldovan I know. Oh, Retro, you're funny. You have almost 10k followers here, which means you are the most famous Moldovan I know. Unbelievable. See you guys. It was lovely being here. Have a good day. Thank you, Resnik. Take care of you. At least you know where is Moldova now. Have a day. Have a great day, Resnik. Zuk says to you. Interesting. So, guys, do you have goals like becoming millionaires, like building a house, building a career, having a family? How do you see this? What are most important for you? It's interesting that Retro is 30. Congratulations. You came in our club now, Retro. Zuk is 35 and I'm 37. So Retro says, I just turned 30 in November. I'm unmarried and don't have huge money, but I'm not poor. In the next 5 years, I plan to buy a house, get married, and have a child. Yes. So first of all, the club is in the 30 here. At 30 years old, I also wasn't married. But it's just very nice goals you have, Retro. And just a second, my wife is calling. Yes. Good. How are you? Yes. Mm. Okay. Yeah. No problem. We just take some and we'll give you some. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that will. I will. Yes. Okay. 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 No problem. Okay. Bye-bye. No, I'll be honest. Okay, I'll speak with her. Okay. 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 Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. I had to answer to my wife. Rodolphe, can you please introduce yourself before I will answer to your question? Thank you. Hello, Rodolphe. Yes, Adrian is Moldovan. Yes, I'm Moldovan. Reto, welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe if you feel like doing it. Thank you, Retro. I appreciate a lot. How are you doing today? So, Retro asked the question to Rodolphe, but we don't know if he is answering yet. But anyway, going back to Zuk says, yes, we have to think about how to make money. Yes, but the most important, I think, besides these goals that we all have, and it's natural to have, and I want you guys to be millionaires, and I want you guys to be humbled when you are becoming the millionaires. I want you to have a house, to have family, to have kids. All of that I wish for you to happen, and it's going to happen. Don't worry. We're going to be healthy and come. If you want to come on this live, and believe me, you'll tell me I'm a father, and I'll say congratulations. But besides that, I think the most important is also to invest in our health, in not only physical but mental health. Mind, we have to take care of the mind, the same how we go to the gym sometimes, or we go for a walk consistently. It's also we have to think about how to take care of the mind. So I wanted to ask you guys, so good health, Retro says. Rodolphe, sorry, I had to leave. Okay. Retro, good health is the greatest of the wealths. I totally agree. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you do something every day, at least a few minutes, something to your mental health? If yes, what do you do? Is life in Moldova hard? Life in Moldova, it's moderate. It was very hard in 90s, very hard in 2000. Very hard until 2009. very hard after the war started in Ukraine, but not as hard as 90s, where we didn't have money and food much. So life in Moldova, it's good, I think, today. Even a little bit prices are high for the gas. So Retro, I'm in Hindu, so by our religious practices, we have a meditation daily. We call it pranayam. Pranayam, very interesting. So can you please educate us a little bit here, Retro, about this meditation daily? What do you ask yourself? What do you tell yourself? What do you do in that meditation? Do you own an apartment? Why do you want to know that information? Rodolphe, can you please first introduce yourself? I can answer to you, but I want to know who you are. From which country are you coming? I think it's very respectful to introduce ourselves here. Cool, Zuk, cool, interesting, matter, good habit. Oh, Rodolphe is in Texas. Zuk also is in Texas. From which city? I'm American citizen. My wife is American too, guys. Houston. So Houston. Zuk, from which city are you? Remind me, please. Rodolphe is from Houston. So how is life in Houston? Do you have lights there? Because I remember like 2 years ago there was like a, I don't know how it's called, but you guys didn't have light, I think, because of a lot of snow. How old are you, Rodolphe? It's 50-50. Most Moldovans in the village live in house, and in the cities they live in apartments. You are in the 60s. Oh, you're like my mom. My mom is like 64. You can say hello to my mom because she's also watching these lives. By the way, after work, she's still working. You can say Miss Maria, hello from US. So, mama, ai niște salutări aici. Îți spune salut, Rodolf din America. I just spoke Romanian. I told that you said hi to her. Salut, doamna Maria. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate. Very respectful from your side. But let's go about meditation. I think Retro can educate us a lot about that. Congratulations, Miss Maria. We should be very proud of your son. He's very honest, kind, and respectful. Come on, guys. Two beautiful words, but I appreciate them. And I say thank you to that beautiful, amazing words. I will translate in Romania. So it says here, te felicit, doamna Maria. Dumneata trebuie să fii foarte mândră de ficiorul dumneavoastră. El este cinstit, cu respect și bun și atent. very, very beautiful. Thank you, Retro. Very nice words. I respect that. And likewise for your parents, I send back that they raised such an amazing children, people, human beings. You are also guys honest, kind, with respect, and I can see that you are also loyal and reliable people. And thank you for being live. Thank you for being in this show sometimes. My native, so Rodolph is asking us, what is your native language? The native language in Moldova, it's Romanian, but because we were part of the Soviet Union since the Second World War until 1991, when we became an independent country, we spoke Romanian, Russian. So my parents learned Russian in school, and they only could speak Romanian at home. So in the capital, we have 50-50. People speaks, they are Moldovans, but they don't know Romanian. They speak just Russian language. I've been to only one place in Europe due to my work, which was in Cluj, Romania. Great place. Of course, I visited a few times that city, and actually you went in one of the most developed city in Romania. Cluj knows for a city for young people, for students. The quality of life is better there, and the infrastructure, it's better. They have beautiful churches. Amazing. When did you go, Retro, to Romania? I work for Marele Automotive, so I went there, Cluj office. Amazing. (2023), beautiful. Here we show respect, guys. We write comment with respect. We ask questions with respect. If you are not able to do that, you are not part of this life. In Europe, I've been to UK, but long time ago. Did you like UK? Retro, sorry for distributing, I will stop. Zuk, did it help that the Soviet Union split aside from existing? You have to ask my parents. My mom, my father passed away, about this question. I don't know how to answer to this. But now Moldova, as I ask people, they are very happy being an independent country. But different generations. If you ask the older generation, they miss Soviet Union because they just had a lot of jobs, and now they are independent. They don't know how to open a business. Even you have such a chance, people wants to be told what to do. So it's I understand. And there is corruption, which in Soviet Union, at least at the middle class level, there weren't much corruption. But the level of quality of life in Soviet Union was pretty good. Actually, in 1960 something, the quality of life in Soviet Union was the same like in the US. You can find this information. Retro, please don't pay attention to rude people. Okay, you're part of this community. The Soviet Union is fascinating to me. Why? Literally, let's learn about Soviet Union a bit. You lived that times. Did you travel in Soviet Union? So, Rodolph, because it was a sort of experiment in a way, though it was intended to be permanent. Retro, are you here? I hope you didn't leave yet. I never visited the Soviet Union. My sisters-in-laws did. I have an enormous coffee table book I inherited from them. Very interesting. Very interesting. So you have this table in Texas, in Houston? Do you keep in your? Do you have a house or an apartment? House, suburban neighborhood. Oh, that is good. Do you cut your grass by yourself? Did you know, guys, that Moldova has one of the best wine in Moldova? But they have only because of people who pay taxes in the US. A yardman who is a wonderful person. Ooh, amazing. Good, good. Yeah, my father-in-law lives in Flint, Michigan. He's also having a yardman who is a wonderful person. Rodolph is from US, Houston. He just wrote above here somewhere. Rodolph, do you invest in stock market? I think more beer. First is wine, I think second is beer, and then liquor. In Moldova, every person has a small vineyard, and during the summer, at the end, actually in September, October, they make their own wine with their hands, and they are just drinking during the next 6 months. And also, did you know that Moldova has of the longest basement, like cellar, or how it's called, of wine? It's in the Guinness Book. So Rodolph, I can't get out in the Texas heat and do yard work anymore, but I used to do a lot of gardening, roses especially. My garden is dead though. Yeah, my mom actually had a lot of roses. She loves roses. We also have a house outside, like 30 miles from the capital. I will be in 1 week there and I will make a live, guys. Okay, I didn't know the climate was so mild in Moldova. We are on the Black Sea and we have amazing weather for the wine. Black Sea. Like Odessa, yes, we are on the border with Odessa. Literally. Cross the border and you are in Odessa. Rodolph, how did you find about I Show Respect live? How did you find about I Show Respect live? I asked you, how did you find about this live? How did you find about this live? Rodolph, I apologize, I didn't understand. No problem. I can repeat many times. Oh, just scrolling. YouTube recommendations. Interesting. Rodolph, are you a Republican or a Democrat? It was in my algorithm. If it's safe for you to say only, you don't have to. If you don't want. I don't want to create problems here. Neither. Good. Also, it's an option. Do you think in 100 years from today, it will be the same two parties? I used to be a Democrat. Yes, and I think after they started to Zuk, I should respect scrolling also. It's surprising to see that USA, Retro says, it's surprising to see that USA has ended up with two-party duopoly. I'm back after sleeping for a while. I didn't realize my phone is on the whole time. Sorry. No problem. At least you slept and you rest, and I appreciate that. You did that. So I don't think it would be same in 100 years. Really? Do you believe that can be more parties or a different system in general? For a while, for the whole hour, my phone is active. It's good. No problem. You came back at least. It was a good sleep, powerful, or a power nap? So, Retro, Adrian, what's Moldovan stance on immigration? We have a Moldovan president, a female, first female president, that she wants to integrate the country in the European Union. Before her, we didn't have at all immigration, but now I think she opened like 25,000 people a year. And actually, we have a lot of people from India who works today in Moldova. So we are more open than it would used to be. But the problem is that the country, the economy, it's weak, and the people don't come because they cannot make a lot of money. So let's see in few years if the quality of life increases and the per capita it's increasing to people, then we'll find out in few years if more immigration will come. But for now, we have 25K every year for new immigration. By the what? How was the topic about football for last time? I mean, we are speaking a lot of topics already because there is Rodolph. You can say hello to Rodolph from Houston. He's young in his soul. He's staying with us here and sharing his experience from Houston, USA. He's educated. He educates us about the political system in the USA. He doesn't believe that US will have two parties in the next 100 years. Immigration makes a country grow, especially when there is a lot of young immigrants. I totally agree, Zuk. Totally agree. Especially if you have like a business, like a plumber business or construction business or any business, it's good for the economy. But also, the state needs to incorporate them in the system to give them languages if they need, to help them to integrate in the country because they come from a different culture, different traditions, different mentality. Either that or the parties themselves will change greatly, says Rodolphe. Anyway, guys, thank you for being live. I need to go to the dentist with my daughter. But Moldova should do background verification of asylum seekers, Retro says. They might do it, who knows? But guys, I need to go to the dentist with my daughter. It was a pleasure to be here. I had a nice conversation with you. I hope you have a nice day. Please rest if you can. Stay safe, stay healthy, and you can tell to your family, friends to join this live if they want, and we can make more entertaining, more interesting. We can make a good community here. Retro, have a nice day. Rodolphe, have a nice day. Zuk, have a nice day. Medina, have a nice day, guys. Take care of you.